Was that a dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun?
we're live here, Tyson, for a News AF.
That's right.
That's a good idea, Tyson. Maybe get some old Kias and drive them around the country and allow people to play their outdated media.
It's
Mhm.
like
then-
Uber, except
Mhm.
for you bring an old car that has a
Yeah.
DVD player in the back seat.
A
Mhm.
slideshow of your wedding
Yeah.
that you only have in DVD format.
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
when I was a kid, they used to have like a bookmobile of like, it'd be
Oh,
sort of
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
library on
Yeah.
wheels. This
Yeah,
is
but-
almost like a DVD, like Blockbuster video, like
Yeah.
on wheels.
play
Yeah.
VHS, you can play DVD, you can play anything, and you just,
We
Mhm.
just drive you to your destination, but you get to watch those outdated, horrible videos.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
love
Okay.
it.
All right. Well, so we got a lot of stuff to get to here today with the guys on News AF. So why don't we go ahead and get this thing fired up? Thanks again for being here with us live for some News AF today.
Mhm.
Okay. Let me make sure we're recording. And here we go. Hey, everybody, what's going on? Rob Cesternino back again to talk with you about the week's most interesting news stories here for the week of February 4th, 2025, here on News AF.
If the story is buzzing like it's on crystal meth, it's about to be News AF. If the same old news makes you bored to death, it's time for some News AF. Actual, factual news.
Yeah, we are back here. First News AF of February 2025. And we've got so much to talk about here with the News AF team back with us. Here he is, Father Nature, pickleball's top influencer, Tyson Apostol. Tyson, how are you?
I'm great. I went to the Symphony Sunday.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Symphony.
What was
Yeah,
that like?
Phoenix Symphony. A orchestra concert.
What
They
would
had
you
a
rather go
famous-
to, the symphony or a play?
How long are they? I just
They're
would
both
choose-
equal length. Maybe, maybe how long was the symphony?
2 hours.
Oh
of-
my gosh.
with a 15-minute.
Okay, they're both 2
intermission.
hours. Which one would you rather go
Mhm.
to?
That's
Tough
real
call.
tough. I mean, I like local amateur plays because it's people really putting themselves out there and sometimes not doing a great job. But
I
like,
like that
the
perspective.
realness of someone like really, really trying their heart. It's like someone who goes on American Idol trying out thinking they're the greatest singer in the world, only to discover that they're not good at all and they never knew. I love seeing that in local plays. New York plays, like that stuff. I guess if I haven't even been to a Broadway play
Me
Oh,
neither.
ever?
ever. Are they good, Rob?
I mean, I think it depends on your interest. It's not my thing, but, I've been
Definitely
to
not my
some.
thing.
So
Yeah.
the symphony, Bergen's playing violin now in school. In fourth grade, you have to choose orchestra or band and an instrument. So she's playing violin, and her orchestra teacher was like 2 times a year, Phoenix Symphony is free for students, and this is the day. So I got tickets free of charge. We went there, we dressed up, we sat there. Girls were very bored, didn't want to
Oh
be
my
there.
gosh, yes.
Made that worse for us, but I did sneak a couple naps in, and Bergen was like, "Did you fall asleep?" I was like, "I just like
During
to
a
close my
symphony.
eyes. I just like to close my eyes
A
when I
symphony
listen
nap.
to music." Yeah,
Dude, the best thing
Yes.
about a symphony nap is that your math skills are subconsciously
Yeah.
improved, right?
Wow.
Yeah, Jason in the chat knows what I saw. I saw Daphne's and Chloe, or whatever that is. That's exactly what we saw, Jason. That's exactly it. So yeah, that was it. And it was good. They had like a professional, like superstar violinist come in and show off, and he was pretty great. Like Bergen was actually impressed by that.
Yeah.
So other than that,
Yeah, violin's great. It's the instrument everyone appreciates you bring to parties and play. You're like,
Is
hey
it?
guys, things are winding down. I'm just gonna break out the violin here.
is that true? I thought it was playing
Can you-
Martin Sexton on the guitar.
No, the guitar is the go-to, but could you imagine some guy just like breaks out his Stradivarius? He's like, I'm gonna play some violin. You guys ready?
That's what happened on the Titanic.
Yeah. Well, wasn't it a whole little
Who knows?
quartet?
Who knows? We don't know.
Yeah.
But the violin is, having played it for 8 years myself,
Yes.
I can testify
Wow.
to how horrible it is as an instrument.
Okay. Well, Tyson, you
Yes.
may have gone to a symphony
Yep.
this week, but did you know you are on the panel with a person who just surprised and shocked the world by dropping an album this week? And it
Boom!
wasn't a violin album. It's Danny Bryson.
No violin anywhere on the album. 10
Really?
songs, no violin. I did include some flute.
Is that true?
and- yeah, a little
Some
bit of
Jethro
flute.
Tull flutie. Did you
Yeah.
do the flute?
Yeah, I did played it on the keyboard on the
Okay.
Mellotron, I think is what the instrument's called, which is like pretty entertaining as an instrument.
Cool.
But yeah, it dropped a hot new album on all the streaming platforms.
Okay.
And it's been a long journey from about
Yeah.
July till about now to write 10 songs all about, and this is going to sound weird, and I had to put this in front of
You already
people when
told
I was-
us about this.
about
or-
backcountry skiing.
Yeah. Or did you tell me about this on our
I
trip
told you about
to-
it in New Zealand because I was
Yeah.
or in Norway.
This is news to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I was going back and forth on whether or not to release it because it was so. It seemed like
So
you were
niche.
subjecting people to a 4-minute selfie of yourself,
Okay.
like when you release music that only you worked on. in
Was
your
it a
clo-
music?
Actually,
Did you make music videos of you singing at the camera and stuff?
oh, not yet, but you better believe it with some kind of like fuzzy filter. But actually, I recorded most of the album in this exact room with this
Yeah.
microphone.
Wow.
Wow. In the
Yeah.
closet.
In the
Uh,
closet.
Sodak Dirt Farmer said, listen to the album Road Trippin', and it's really good.
Thanks. I appreciate it. When
Yeah.
you make music, if anyone who's ever done this before,
Mhm.
it is a strange trip because sometimes you absolutely hate it. And there were times I'm like, this is so stupid. And then there's times when you actually like it. And then there's times when it seems like everything's out of tune. And then there are times when it never seems like it's in sync. It's very weird. And in the end, I was just like, you know what? I took it to a guy to have it professionally mastered. That was the
Wow.
only money I spent on it. And I ran out of money before I could get everything done. But I was like, this is it. I'm not spending any more time or any more money. And so I set it up on Spotify and all the others. And you can go listen to it. The name, everything about this album is backcountry related. But I think if you don't backcountry ski, you can still find some nuggets, hopefully, of joy in it. The band is called Good Beta, which is a backcountry skiing term. I focus grouped the name with my 15-year-old and his friends, and they said it
Yes.
was so stupid.
Yes.
They were
okay.
like, "No, that is so stupid." I'm like, "But it's
Perfect.
a ski term." They're like, "It's so dumb." So I went with that.
Yeah.
And the album itself is called First Known Descent, which
So, Danny, you mentioned a band. Are there other collaborators on this?
zero. I did everything. The only person that I involved was this guy who's a mix engineer locally. And
Yeah.
what he does is he takes it from this recording that was made in a closet.
Mhm.
And I said, all I want is you to make this from a closet recording to a garage recording. It's like the next step up in
Yeah.
recording quality. And I
Mhm.
think he did that. He did his best.
Yeah.
with
So
my
why
limited
didn't you
time.
record in the garage and have him do a step up from that?
Oh, from a garage recording to a basement recording?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
What's
you
in
also
the
have a
basement?
basement. So why didn't
Yeah.
you start in the basement?
Start in the basement and make it to a cheap studio recording?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
you're right.
where you should have gone with it.
Wow.
Well, the
Uh,
closet's so great because this is a pretty dead sound environment. So
I
this
think your
worked out
description for making music is a metaphor for life and things that you do.
well. Yeah, any creative thing, and everybody who's done this knows when you work on your own projects, it's like you just go through these up and downs. We're like, this is so stupid.
Mhm.
And Liz had to listen to me constantly have this conversation, not with her, but just with myself out loud. Like, what is the point of this? This is so no one's asked for this.
Would she ever chime in and be like, I'm asking for it, sweetheart? And you're like, you mind your business.
Don't you dare talk to me about my project. No, she was very supportive, and luckily so, because they had to hear things repeated over and over and over again as I worked on stuff. So
Wow.
yeah, it's out.
Well,
Just dropped
congratulations,
yesterday.
Danny. Where
Yeah.
could people listen to it who are listening to the podcast version? Where
How do
should
we
they
find
go?
it?
Spot podcast version. So it's on Spotify.
Mhm.
It's on Apple Music. It's
What do we
on
look for?
Google
What are we
Music.
typing in the search bar?
Just
Good
type
Beta.
in Good Beta. That's it.
Good beta?
Good Beta. And there's this picture of this weird picture that's red and blue. So it says First Known Descent. And it's a picture of a guy who, in the real picture, his face is crammed with powder because he just skied such an awesome powder line.
Good
So,
beta.
yeah.
Well, and it's not a beta fish in skiing gear as the
No, or as my son thought, beta, dude, sigma, alpha. I mean, you're going to really
Beta.
call it
Yeah.
beta. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. I said
Yeah.
I am, because beta means information in the ski world. So
yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
yeah,
And-
grow up.
Get a
Danny,
life.
Yeah.
is the music just inspired by skiing, or is it designed to be listened to while skiing?
No, so I had 2 rules when writing this. One, couldn't be weird music. It had to be 4/4 time. And I didn't have to I didn't want it to be complicated at all. The only thing that makes it ski related are the lyrics.
Okay.
Because that it was easier to write lyrics about skiing than anything else, because I actually enjoy skiing. Don't enjoy love or any of the other things that people might
Right.
sing about. So
Yes.
it was actually made it easier to write
Yeah.
about, but that's it.
Okay.
Can you give us a lyric? Like, what's one of your favorite lyrics?
So the very
whole
first
album?
song I worked on is called Digging Pits, right?
Uh-huh.
And the guy's like, I kind of like this, the mix engineer who I was working with. He goes, what is this about? And I said, this is about avalanche forecasting. And you could tell that he probably didn't expect that answer.
Yeah, he was like, I have to charge you double.
But if you yeah, exactly. That's lame. But if you listen to it, it just sounds like some weird trippy song about seeing the future. But if you actually have ever dug a pit to forecast avalanches, then you would be like, oh yeah, this actually does make sense. This is the process of digging a pit to look at the weak layers within the snowpack that determine
Obviously.
whether or not it's dangerous.
Yeah.
So yes. Very
Steph was
much.
in the chat, says she just added it to Spotify and is checking it out later
Thank you.
today. She's been waiting to deep dive into backcountry skiing.
Yeah. Anyone who listens to this, I appreciate it, because it's a pretty big ask to have people listen to your music. Because
It's a long thing. It's like going to
Yeah.
someone's play or a symphony.
Mhm.
Yeah, actually, I would definitely equate it with saying, hey, come to my play. Asking you, at least you can listen to this in the comfort
On
of
your own
home.
time.
But it is a big ask. So anybody who listens to it, I appreciate it, because
And
that's a big ask.
people are nice enough to listen to our podcast, but a lot of them listen on like 1.5,
Yeah, you don't do that with the
2x.
music.
Yeah.
I'll meet
Yeah.
people in person and they're like, I forgot how slow you talk. And I was like, I forget how many faces I want to punch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just kidding. You say that to me, I don't care. But I'll try to match that speed. What if we talked in 1.5, so then it's threw everybody off who listens in 1.5? So we just
That's not a bad idea.
Mhm.
hilarious. I'm going to start training to do that.
Okay. All right. Well, big weekend coming up. The Super Bowl. We know Danny probably won't be watching. He doesn't own any TVs.
But he will go to a soup bowl.
Mhm.
Oh, I've had some really good soup
you
recently.
have.
So yeah, I'm prepared for the soup bowl.
Yes. Okay. Tyson, he's got
Yes.
outdoor TVs. He's ready to go.
I don't
for
have
the Super
outdoor
Bowl.
TVs anymore.
Oh.
Oh, you've changed your lifestyle?
I have 3 indoor TVs, 0 outdoor TVs.
Are they all in the same room?
I wish.
So it's like a restaurant,
Yeah,
like
I wish
Applebee's
they
or
were.
whatever. You can watch different stuff.
I actually thought about doing that, but Rachel would kill me if I just had, like when you go to a casino and all the
Yeah.
artwork is actually TVs. I was like, what if we just everywhere we did art, we instead just had a TV of that size that you needed there? Then you could always switch out the art, but we could also watch TV.
Genius.
And
Yeah.
she didn't like that.
Honestly, there's not enough on that. You could have more TVs. Like,
Yeah.
there's just not that many things on that you want to even watch.
Yeah, that's the thing. I actually thought last night, I was like, I got charged for Peacock and some other things came through. I was like, I don't need all this shit.
Right.
I don't need
No,
it.
you don't. Where can
But-
you watch the Super Bowl? Who's showing the Super Bowl?
Probably
Tubi.
CBS. Oh, Tubi?
Who?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
true?
No,
I swear to God, go to
no
Tubi.
way.
Is Tubi the only place you can watch it? You're joking.
we have the Tubi app, and on the app it says Tubi, home of the Super Bowl.
Tubi got the Super Bowl this year.
They're not the only ones
I'm
that
gonna
have
say.
it, but they do have it. They are really promoting that they have the Super Bowl.
Where can I watch the Super Bowl?
I'm
Oh,
I got it.
Hulu.
Hulu,
Live
NFL,
But
Tubi,
Tubi,
and
YouTube
YouTube
TV.
TV.
Yeah.
Imagine you have a Super Bowl party and you're watching the Super Bowl on Tubi. Look,
No one would
Tubi, look
believe
on
you.
Tubi.com.
Is Tubi free?
Yeah,
And what do you watch? What does Tubi have? Commercials and stuff?
they have commercials. Yeah.
Yuck.
Never even heard of it.
You never heard of Tubi?
Never heard of
I
Tubi.
have. It's advertised all over the place all the
Mhm.
time. My kids saw a commercial once and they were like, what happened to the show? I was like, that's what's called a commercial. We used to have to deal with like 10 of those a episode. And they were disgusted at how we used to live.
Yeah.
Tubi has 97 million active users. So
I think
no
Tubi's
small
owned by
thing.
Fox, and
It is,
basically
yes.
it's like a free streaming service of you can put on whatever you want, but you have to watch commercials.
Yeah.
But Tubi is like, we've got the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well,
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And it's
And-
estimated that 7 or 8 people will watch the Super Bowl on Tubi.
Wow.
Mm.
And half of that is your household.
yeah.
I wouldn't put it on Tubi.
You'd put it on Paramount Plus.
Not a
Yeah,
great
what-
Super Bowl.
Well, it's not
though.
on Paramount Plus.
Oh, YouTube TV.
Yeah. Not a great Super Bowl. Okay,
No.
well, that's what the word is, and that's why ticket prices are plummeting, according to
man.
reports for Super Bowl this weekend. The Super Bowl tickets are cheaper than they were when the Eagles played the Chiefs 2 years ago.
Yep. Makes sense. Nobody wants a constant winner.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody liked the Patriots because they were always winning. And now it's the Chiefs' turn to be hated
Mhm.
because they always win. Too much winning. That's a thing.
You
Yeah.
can't win too much or people dislike you.
Yeah, and they get turned off. I mean, the Eagles, cool, but it's like the Chiefs again. Really,
Well,
I got to
the
see
Eagles
Taylor
were-
Swift a million times, and I got to listen to all this
Oh,
crap
yeah.
about her and Travis. It's like, dude, that alone is a reason not to watch the Super Bowl.
Well, look at Taylor Swift. She didn't even win any Grammys this year.
Lame.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
yeah, but did she have anything up?
who cares?
She had an album this year. She went
So-
0 for 6. She was
Yeah.
nominated for 6 Grammys.
You and Taylor Swift won the same amount of Grammys this year.
Yes, dude. Yes, that makes me feel better. Thank
Wow.
you, Tyson.
Imagine
Yeah.
Danny's music really takes off and then he's off to the Grammys to win like best new artist.
Best
of
backcountry ski album of
2025.
Yeah.
2025.
best backcountry ski album.
New.
He
What
just
we'll have to-
flat leaves us.
We'll have to create a new category in order for me to win, and then hope that Post Malone doesn't nudge his way into that category.
Yeah, dude.
Mhm. Yeah. Beyonce says, I'm dropping a backcountry ski album this year.
You know
Oh,
what happened.
man.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 Look at, is he talking about you, Mark, in the chat? Says, I want to hate it, but the song is great.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
what I want. People who want to hate it, but they can't.
Mhm.
Like a secret power that my music
Yeah.
has over people.
And Tracy in the chat says, Danny, please wear more than Kanye's wife.
Please.
I had a
Mhm.
hard time when I very first saw that, understanding that it was really truly a nude person.
And you can't like get arrested for that. Like,
Yeah, I also thought about that too. How's that? Isn't that indecent exposure? If
think
I
that
go
it-
to the park dressed like that.
Yeah, inside of the Grammys, I think, is like a safe space. It's
Safe
like,
nude
yeah,
space.
it's like
Whatever.
Amsterdam. You could do like almost whatever you want.
yeah.
Is it a sovereign nation?
I think it's
during
its
the
own
Grammys?
sovereign nation. The LAPD can't get you or anything.
That's pretty
It's-
cool.
It's crazy. Like, couldn't you just call and be like, hey, there's a naked lady inside of my face right now. Can you come do something about it? And they're like,
Mhm.
sorry, it's the Grammys. They are akin to the Vatican. We have zero jurisdiction.
Police would probably be like, "Are you really calling about the naked lady?" And then they'd probably
Mhm.
make fun of you. They'd be like,
They
"Dude,
probably-
sweet."
Yeah. But I thought she was like, oh, she must be wearing like some kind of like, skin suit.
Yeah.
She did have like a nylon super see-through thing on that I investigated for a long time.
Oh,
Mhm.
of course.
Yeah.
Image searches, zooming in, enhance.
Mhm.
They didn't go inside. That doesn't make it okay. They were outside. That's easier for them to get. Like, there's no jurisdiction. I don't know. I don't
Mhm.
understand it anymore.
I could never do that. All the sweat, the gleaming off. I would just being naked in front of people like that would just cause me to sweat, and then it just. Oh,
Even in a
yeah, the
nylon
guts
tube
to do that.
thing.
I would need some kind of absorbent mesh
Yeah,
Mm.
that slowly becomes more. It covers my body more as I sweat. It like
it
grows.
tightens up on you
That'd be kind of exciting. Maybe that's what I'll wear next year
for your appearance.
for my outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How cheap did the Super Bowl tickets have to get for us to go?
Where is it?
New Orleans.
Ooh, 150.
$150?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd fly down to New Orleans and make it a guy.
Oh, I
party?
thought in this scenario I was magically transported there,
Oh.
but no, I wouldn't pay any amount of money,
I
or go
couldn't-
for the cheapest tickets ever.
I couldn't go this Sunday. Otherwise, I would.
Oh.
Is it this Sunday?
This Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I could make it, but if it was $150, maybe. I'd like to go to a Super Bowl at some point.
I
Mhm.
would too. but not this one.
Yeah. I should have gone to the one in Arizona 2 years ago.
Right, because there was a bunch of stuff going on there, right?
It was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much are they, Rob?
So they're still pretty expensive. So that the cheapest ticket looks like it is $4,500.
What? That's not cheap.
Plummeting.
Mm-hmm.
Steffer says watching football live is the worst way to watch football, but
it was $5,800 before it was the Chiefs and the Eagles.
At just the hope that it would not be the Chiefs and the Eagles.
I hope for what, the Bills and the Eagles? That would be a good one.
The Bills and the Redskins would have probably been.
Well, the thing is, if your team has never been there
the
before,
Commanders. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was having a hard time just figuring out who the Eagles destroyed 2 weeks ago, and then I'm sorry, everybody.
Right.
Can we bleep that out?
I think you're fine.
I think you're fine. You're from the 90s, dude. You had all of their pencils.
I had their starters jackets.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And the teams that like never get to the Super Bowl, like for instance, if the Commanders got there, like all the Commanders fans would pay like I'll mortgage my house.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs go every year. They've anybody who really needed to see the Chiefs in the Super Bowl has already gone. The Eagles, not only were they there 2 years ago, they won it in 2017.
Yeah.
With Nick Foles.
Who's the worst team in the league?
The Jets?
Oh,
no.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not statistic. The Jets have the longest streak in professional sports
so
of
the
not
Jets,
making the playoffs.
The Jets go, tickets are $10,000 a pop. Is that
Probably.
what you're saying?
Yeah, I think so.
More.
Probably more. Because there's a lot of people like, well, they'll never be back again. The Lions also. I think that if the Lions got into the Super Bowl, all the Lions fans who've never been in a Super Bowl before.
Yeah. You know, the Lions seem like a Super Bowl team. I don't know much about football, but they do seem like one.
They seem like one, but that's why it was such a disappointment when they lost.
Yeah, it's just more heartbreaking. Is that more heartbreaking? Like a Jets fan, you rank number one, undefeated in the regular season, only to lose out.
Yeah, that would be worse, I think.
That's worse.
Yeah.
Well, at least have the whole season to celebrate and be like, yeah, suck it, everybody. We're back, baby.
I mean, what's worse, to have loved and lost or to never have loved at all?
Well,
I don't know.
Very poetic.
That's what I'm saying. Because I can see it either way.
I think it would be more like this year that just happened with the Jets. It's just another trauma. Like, whatever. Who cares? Like, add it to the pile. But to have like and I can think of times this has happened with the Jets where we thought we were going to win it and then we didn't. Yeah, that's worse than to like very early on have been disappointed.
I mean, I saw an article about a guy who had already gotten his tattoo, I think for the Bills to go.
Oh,
yeah. And then it said he had done it twice or something. I'm like, whoa, that's dedication and a lot of hope.
So what do you do? Just turn it into a giant phallus?
I think you turn it into like a dolphin circling around the trophy, the Lombardi.
Oh my God,
trophy.
a dolphin?
That's something weird. I didn't understand quite what was going on in the picture, but maybe it was clouds.
Okay. All right. And in the Super Bowl telecast, there will be, of course, a lot of big commercials. But Tyson, I hope that there's a trigger warning for you because one of the big commercials is going to be for Hellman's Mayonnaise. They're buying a Super Bowl spot.
Okay. Okay, Tyson. Okay.
Yuck, dude. What are they going to do? Just mayonnaise face where they all just come out with like it's like Jabba the Hutt, but with mayonnaises.
Look, are you converting new people to mayonnaise? You know, like who are you trying to get with the mayonnaise commercial?
In their ad, they're going to be recreating the famous scene from When Harry Met Sally, starring Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan, with a surprising cameo from Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, all my least favorite actors.
You're out on Sydney Sweeney.
I hope
now?
it's not. I hope it's not Billy Crystal doing the thing with Sydney Sweeney. That would seem wrong.
No, well, Meg Ryan's
what
there.
thing?
The scene I'm guessing the scene in the restaurant,
and
right?
Sydney Sweeney's probably be like, I'll have what she's having.
Oh yeah, that part. Yeah,
mayonnaise.
Yeah. Gross. Just
how do you guys know what the mayonnaise commercial's all about?
Because that's what
famous scene.
That's the famous scene from that movie.
From what movie?
Where Meg Ryan fakes an orgasm in the restaurant. You've never ever heard of that?
I've never seen that movie.
I've never seen the movie either, but I know that scene because it's always
no
talked
crawl.
about.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's not crawl, dude. With the glaive.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, the glaive. If
Yeah.
Mary Met Sally had a glaive, Tyson
I'll
would have
glaive
squirted
what
you
she's glaving.
One glaive, please.
Yeah, Tyson, in it, Meg Ryan fakes an
Uh-huh.
orgasm to prove to Billy Crystal's character that it can be done, if I remember correctly. And she does it in a restaurant, and I think that is the line, right, Rob? The
Yeah,
woman in the
yeah.
restaurant
So
says,
he's
"Oh."
like, "Hey, I'm Billy Crystal. No woman's ever faked an orgasm with me." She's like, "Oh yeah, let me show you how easy it is." And then she does it, and then the director's mom, Rob Reiner's mom, says, "I'll have what she's having."
Oh, nice. Look at you. You know all the insider.
It's a famous
information.
scene. Famous.
Yeah, but Rob Reiner's mom, I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Rob Reiner, is that Spinal Tap?
I believe so. Yes.
So
Ah,
here's
sweet.
here's the commercial.
Yeah.
Billy Crystal's trying to get the mayonnaise out of the thing, and he goes like this, and it's not coming. So he goes like this, and a huge dollop of mayonnaise just squirts on her face and
See,
into her mouth a little bit, and she tastes it. She's like,
I think
"Oh."
that would be more of like if it was like a Ben Stiller, Cameron Diaz
Yeah.
commercial.
Oh, okay.
Like, if they could do that. That would make more sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I'm not going to watch that commercial if I can avoid
Run
it.
out of the room. That's why I am giving you a trigger warning.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because
So
you don't think it's
gross.
appropriate? Is that why you're not watching it?
No, because I'm so anti-mayo.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It is a gross substance to think about, but I do put it on my sandwiches.
Gross. Why not
Okay.
just put an extra tomato on there? Everybody's like, but your sandwich is going to be so dry. It's like, add an extra tomato.
Gross. I'd never put a tomato on my sandwich. Get out of here with your tomatoes.
Is
There's
that
no
true?
substitute for mayonnaise.
I've never heard that.
What?
That use a tomato instead of mayonnaise.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
do
crazy
that. But when
talk.
people complain about, they're like, how can you eat a sandwich without mayo? It's so dry. And I was like, if it's going to bother you, just add an extra tomato to mine. Then you won't have to worry about my sandwich being too dry. I don't care.
Okay.
Life hack.
So
Mhm.
yeah, Tracy makes her own mayo. Even worse. Can you imagine like
no.
you're at home and somebody's like, here's a bowl of mayonnaise. I made it myself. It's for Christmas. I do this every Christmas. I pass mayo around in a jar to my neighbors.
I tried once to make my own mayo. It's like you need like oil and like an egg, and it's like okay, and it was it did not
happened?
turn out. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Yeah. Okay. All right. And Tara says, "Ew, tomato."
Tara, my kids are the same.
Mhm.
It has
Okay.
lycopene. It's good for your heart. What's mayonnaise good for? Just grossing people out when you
Tomatoes
actually get some
have
on the corner
nicotine
of your
in them,
mouth.
don't they?
Hey, they got Sydney Sweeney on board.
I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
Not watching season 3 of Euphoria.
Well, I don't think anybody is. I don't think it's ever going to happen.
There you go. I bet it's because of the mayo thing.
Oh, listen to this. Tyson Steffer
Whoa.
says, I'll out myself, but I had lice as a kid and they put mayo in all of my hair to get it out. I haven't stopped vomiting since.
Gross. Yeah. That is so traumatic. I'm sorry.
Even lice won't eat mayo.
I'm sorry, Steffers, that happened to you. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Let me tell you about a new trend going on TikTok. Have you heard about this? The trend of mouth taping?
I have, yes.
Yes.
Because
Okay.
it's supposed to be good for your oral hygiene when you sleep.
Yes. Well, it's to encourage nasal breathing while sleeping.
Yeah.
It says contour your jaw lines too.
It says it does a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
As
why
all
don't people
TikTok
just
things do.
exercise? Why don't people just exercise instead?
Also, that feels, if I woke up in the middle of the night in a dark room and I couldn't open my mouth, I would freak out. It would be
Mhm.
like that scene from The Matrix where his mouth is being grown over.
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
flying at it. That's
I would
like
hate
how I
that.
would feel. It would like, you just don't, do you remember you have the tape on your mouth? It just seems
Mhm.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Danny, would you ever mouth tape?
No, I do wear a retainer. So the teeth grinding
Mhm.
issue here that they say, that's not a problem. But jaw definition and bad breath, how does it solve bad breath? It doesn't dry out your mouth, I'm guessing.
It
guess
doesn't dry
so.
out your mouth and it keeps those enzymes and stuff. Rachel is she's a big social media medical, like that's where she gets most of her medical
That's where she
advice.
got her degree.
Yeah. And so she's like big on like keeping your mouth closed when you sleep. And I was like, but how am I going to snore as loud? It's
Good
hard
point.
to snore as loud if you got your mouth closed. I try to I actually feel like I relax more when I have my mouth closed, when I'm breathing through my nose. So I do usually try to do that, but I don't care. I'm never mouth taping. That's stupid.
Yeah, I've seen a couple different pictures here. Yeah, they're saying that this woman has changed her jawline with mouth tape in as little as 1 month. Okay, so here she is. This was her on day one before. Oh, hold on. Here she's on day one, pre-mouth taping.
Yeah, there's a stage photo.
Yeah.
Okay,
She's like,
and then this is her on day 30.
She's mewing there.
Yeah, look at that.
That is such BS. This is
How
why
is
the
she
internet
with just
sucks.
tape?
I could do all of that. Go back to the first picture.
yeah. Give us a side profile, Danny.
Okay, side profile.
No, you're doing it.
Hold on.
There you
hold
go.
on.
There's
Put
Danny.
Danny full frame. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
full
The
frame.
Alfred Hitchcock. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. Do you mouth tape?
I eat mayonnaise.
I want to
That's
do
how
it
I
too.
got rid of it.
Put me
Hold
on
on.
there.
Okay. Tyson. Okay.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
look at that jawline.
Now,
It just
all right.
blends with his
Oh,
neck.
horrible. Yeah.
Now?
Wow.
Whoa. Oh
Okay,
my gosh.
yeah.
The jawline of a goddess.
And did you mouth tape?
I thought about mouth taping. I did that just from thinking about it.
Dude, you had great jawline even with that scraggly beard trying to conceal it.
I know.
Yeah.
I hate before and after
Now,
pictures like that.
This
So
woman has just like a little mouth tape, like a Band-Aid.
Yeah, it looks like her
Yeah.
face is in prison.
So you walk in, Danny. Liz has her face mouth taped. Do you just turn around and go on an adventure?
I'm like, sweet, I can say whatever I want. I can have all those discussions I've been too afraid to have.
Yeah. People in the
talk.
chat, again, Steffers, very active today, saying people exercise with duct tape over their mouth. I used to ride my bike.
That actually, yes.
I would do exercises where I would breathe through just my nose, because then you're limiting your oxygen. It would train your body to work at an oxygen deficit. And I had a trainer who would make me do sprints, close my mouth, and then cover one nostril.
Dude,
So I'd be trying to recover through one nostril after doing sprints.
drying it out so hard.
So that's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've tried that too, to run with my mouth closed.
But
I'm a mouth breather.
But you don't need a tape. Like, oh, he's training with his mouth tape. That's just gloating and showing off. You can do the same thing by just, here, watch this. See how my mouth's open? And then you can do this. Close.
Mm.
I do think it could help with snoring. That because my snoring is all based on my mouth being open and then
Yeah.
like, the all of that stuff relaxing in the back.
Yeah.
So I do think that, yeah, maybe snoring, but all that other stuff, especially those stupid before and after pictures, get those out of my face. I hate those so much.
I only snore if I'm on my back with my mouth open.
Yeah.
If I'm on my side or on my stomach, I don't snore. So
Yeah.
there's
I don't
ways
know.
around taping your mouth. But if
I'll
this is
try
the
a
thing-
lot of fads, but I don't know if I'm going to start mouth taping.
Yeah. The jawline wasn't enough for me to be like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
I don't even understand how the jawline is working.
Yeah. There's no, unless because your mouth is taped, that you're just clenching your teeth the whole time, getting TJM or whatever.
Well,
it's
is it
called.
the opposite where I'm trying so hard to open my mouth and the muscles are getting so strong from me like
Yeah.
trying to
Oh
fight the
yeah. You're like,
resistance of
how come I
trying to
can't get this?
Yeah,
open?
I've got a jawline because I grind my teeth all day and
Yeah,
night. So
looks
it's
amazing.
just like totally jacked.
Yeah. That does look, your jawline does look ripped. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you all aware of Vampire Appliances?
Oh, a new brand?
No. Vampire Appliances are running up your electricity up to maybe $400 a year.
I believe that.
Wow. And this is from Big Power. They're just like,
No, I think that
hey,
they would like that, Big Power.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's what
want
I'm
you
saying.
to suck up all the
They're
Yeah,
power.
getting-
more Vampire
they're
Alliances.
getting you the
appliances.
that's what I'm saying. They're in
Oh,
cahoots
I see
with
what
the
you're-
alliance
yeah,
with
yeah.
the appliance company. My electric bill last month was all $90.
What?
That's right.
Was it because the temperature outside was perfect, so no heating or AC was used? You just
Correct.
like
Mhm.
I just had the TVs on.
I mean,
all
in the
3 of them.
summer, I bet you it's got to be sky high with all those ACs and outdoor TVs running.
Guess how much the peak in the summer.
I don't know. Now I feel like I'm being set up to look like a fool.
I have a brand new house with brand new, all the latest and greatest AC units with the latest and greatest insulation. I'm $350 a month in the summer.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, I don't know.
Bad.
That's
It's
good or
not
bad. I don't
bad.
know.
That's very good for the house this size in the summer
Mhm.
in Arizona. It's very good. My in-laws who have a house of similar size, they pay sometimes $600 or $700.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Yeah.
nice.
And I keep my
carpet.
house at 72 all summer long. We're comfortable over here.
72
Wow.
is reasonable.
I'm not podcasting once or twice a week to not be comfortable every single
we get it.
minute.
We get it. You don't have to justify yourself, Tyson.
Okay.
All right, listen to these culprits of the vampire appliances. That if you have these toaster, microwave,
Why
yeah,
a toaster? Well, how is a toaster in
Just
need of
constantly
power?
plugged in, you
cooking.
keep it plugged in.
Yeah, I keep
Yeah.
my toaster
Yep.
plugged in.
My toaster plugged in.
Coffee
not
maker,
tell this to Rachel.
television, clock. Why?
Okay, television.
Every
yeah.
time we go on vacation, I get in the car, ready to drive. She runs back in, unplugs every single thing she can think of to unplug in the house before we leave on vacation.
Oh,
Come back, nothing's working because
Nothing's working.
everything's unplugged.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing?
please. I wish that was what was going on at my house. My wife has decided that we need an air purifier running in every single room 24 hours a
we
day.
have that. We have
Pure
that.
air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Tyson,
we-
think about how much the clock room was
Air
sucking
can't
up
be
in
pure
energy.
enough.
Dude, the clock room's mostly batteries, though, wasn't it?
It was mostly batteries, but it says here, number 5 is clocks.
Yeah,
Remember,
those
there were
alarm
more than
clocks
just the clock room.
with the
Mhm.
red numbers on them.
$1,000
Yep.
a month isn't too much to pay to have rooms
Sure.
filled with clocks.
Yeah, to run a clock room, dude, you're gonna have to make some sacrifices.
35% of your power could be vampire power.
I believe that.
Mhm.
That seems possible.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's annoying.
yeah.
I mean, what about Xboxes? My kids leave their Xboxes on. TVs
Mhm.
are always in standby. Computer monitors.
yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I should just have them turn off
Yeah.
my main breaker when I leave.
I probably make a couple $100 a month just going around turning off all the lights in my house after my family goes through the house.
Yeah.
Well, and if you had a Bitcoin farm,
Oh my
anyway.
gosh.
Dan, my kids are like mining Bitcoin in Minecraft. Of like, I'll just
Oh
like
my
walk in and I'm like,
gosh.
what is going on? And it's just like the guy is just like running around
On
the
a
room
treadmill.
like getting coins.
Yeah.
Like,
And
what
they're
are
not
we
even
doing?
there? They've
Yeah,
got it
they're not
set
even
up?
there.
Wow.
My daughter has a game on Roblox
Mhm.
where she runs a horse on a treadmill to earn stuff. So she'll just leave her iPod on all night with a horse running on a treadmill at lightning speed while her coin ticker is just like going berserko.
Gosh, Roblox is so weird.
Mhm. We got it all.
Yeah.
Minecraft, Roblox, Fortnite.
Sucking
Oh.
up thousands of dollars a month.
Yeah.
So your
And that's
kids can play
before
those
they get
games.
my credit card.
Yeah.
Set up automatic subscriptions to items on Amazon.arnazon.com.
Arnazon.corn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
My kids know how to access Arnazon on Rachel's phone. They'll get on and be like, Dad, this is what we want. And I was like, get off of there.
Yeah.
All they have to do is push one button and it's there.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We've got our kids just like just put stuff in the cart. And I'm like, Nicole, why are they doing this? Like they're just putting it in the cart. They're not buying it.
But you
But
remember when
why?
you went shopping with
Window
your mom?
shopping.
Yeah.
You'd bring stuff from the grocery store and put it in the cart, and your mom would say, "Go put that back."
Yeah.
Mhm.
This
I
is
mean,
the
it's
same.
very similar.
It's like window shopping where you used to go to the mall. You'd be like, let's go to the mall. And you're like, what are you buying? Nothing. We're just going to look at stuff.
Mhm.
And
You're
then
like,
Danny
Mom, I
goes
need these
straight to Hot
Vans.
Topic.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, hot topic! I need these studded pants and this belt combo, and this 9-inch nails shirt.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the city of Portland has decided for some reason to name its snowplows. And they took to asking the people of Portland.
This is
To
going to be
give
sadder
us-
when they die. You don't want to give a plow a name because
Yeah.
when it dies, it's too sad.
They got over 3,000 unique snowplow names.
Plowy McPlowface.
Plowy McPlowface. It was the most unanimous,
Is that true?
most popular.
Oh, I thought you were
yes.
reading the headline.
No.
Is that really true? Plowy McPlowface?
Plowy McPlowface was the most popular submission.
Isn't that crazy that
Bodie McBoatface has lived on for so long.
for
even though
so
they didn't
long and
name
people
it.
still think it's the most clever thing of all time?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's a long running joke.
Yeah, it is. Harambe, did that get any nominations?
No, so the other winning names were Plowy McPlowface. The one that I like is the Big Leplowski.
I saw that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
That is a good
Beverly
one.
Cleary,
Yeah.
Salt and Thaw, and Burnside.
Yeah, I didn't like any of those except for the Big Leplowski.
Yeah,
that
Big
one.
Leplowski's
That was
Probably
good.
Big Plowface. That's good too.
Danny, they did ranked choice voting for this.
Oh, wow.
Very
That's good.
progressive.
Get people used to that.
Mm-hmm. Like that idea.
So did they spray paint on the side? I'm looking for pictures of these names spray painted on the side of the snowplow.
Let me see.
I don't see
I
it.
don't know if I have a picture.
It's just
for-
vanity plates.
Yeah, it's just like a stock photo of a
That's
snowplow.
dumb. I should be like huge on the side with maybe
Yeah.
a graphic.
Yeah. Motherfucking Plowy McPlowface, bitches.
Well, like Plowy McPlowface should have a face on the plow.
Yeah.
It should have a sound thing like that plays like a really cool backcountry ski music while it's plowing.
Yeah, and the Big Leplowski should have like, "Hey man," like on this plow. or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Your aggression will not stand.
Obviously, you're not a bowler or you're not a golfer.
Yeah.
So I mean, the opportunities here are endless, and they're not
Yeah.
really utilizing it. I
The
feel
one
like.
cool thing they're doing is that they have an interactive map of Portland where you can see where the plows are. So maybe
Does
you
it
could
snow
follow
in
them.
Portland?
I don't know.
That's going to be a problem because what if you're the operator of Plowy McPlowface and you accidentally cut someone off now they can hunt you down
Oh,
and
yeah.
find you on a map?
Mm-hmm. You're a sitting duck.
Yeah, you're a sitting duck. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
So Plowy McPlowface is still relevant.
Let's go.
Okay, here we go. Snow accumulations in Portland are rarely more than 2 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds to me like they just had some plows sitting around and just were bored. And like,
Yeah,
we
but
need
they
to-
could sell some plow merch from this, raise some revenue,
Yeah.
get
Okay.
morale up. Okay. All right. We talked a couple of weeks ago about an adult film star that had gotten to some hot water with the Airbnb they rented to make a film where they had intercourse with over 100 men.
This is where all pornographies are made, is at Airbnbs. And it's a shame that people,
We already talked about this.
Yeah.
Creating Airbnbs meant for this. They can be
you need
hosed down.
business pricing. You need a business pricing where you're like, yeah, the extra cleaning fee is just $20,000. And then,
Well, no, the fee goes up depending on the number of dudes.
oh, you do?
You pay per dude,
Per guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
per bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that may have set off a adult film arms race or maybe another appendage because there has now been seemingly an explosion in the number of films that are made with one woman and a army of men. Cut to adult film star Bonnie Blue. Bonnie Blue recently staged a scene where she had intercourse with 1,057 men in 12 hours.
One every 38 seconds.
You did the math
Yeah, Liz and I did the math.
Wow.
together.
Yeah, this is a good couple exercise to do.
That's a lot.
Figure
That's-
out how many seconds each guy gets.
I don't even know that many dudes. I mean,
Oh
I
my
can
gosh.
come up with that many dudes.
We've talked about this. The easiest part of this whole project is finding 1,000 dudes.
yeah,
willing
for
to come
sure.
to a mansion in
But that's-
London.
A lot of people to get there and to like, you know, we do like some of these like live shows and we top out at like 850.
Yeah, and it's super fun. Are you coming to what?
Well,
to the
and
West
I'm just,
Coast
it's
this
like,
year?
wow, this is like a stadium full of people.
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
And I don't
1,000?
even have to shake hands with all of them.
but you do. You try
Oh
to.
my gosh. Yeah,
Mhm.
we also talked about that. Would you even shake hands with 1,000 people? I think is what you asked me. And I was like, no.
All right. Well, all right, but that's not the story. Okay. She
No.
did the film.
Yeah.
She accomplished the mission over 1,057 men in 12 hours. She posted the video to OnlyFans, but OnlyFans has told her she has to take it down.
Well, they've got standards.
Yes.
And obviously
they
we know
cannot
what those standards
verify that every man in the video is of the age of consent.
Oh.
So she cannot monetize her.
She still got the experience though, right?
She got the experience.
Yeah,
They
she
can't
can
take
tell
that
her
away from her.
grandkids about that. That's exciting. She can always tell, sit around the campfire in the post-apocalyptic world and talk about
However, it does appear that is maybe all for naught.
No way. She's gotten
the experience.
And she's gotten more publicity than anyone ever. I mean, it's just like nonstop. I've been reading
Anyone
about
ever?
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. It's like nonstop for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month. I don't even know.
Okay.
She is a nobody who is now definitely
She's somebody.
we're talking about her now. She's somebody.
We never talked about Bonnie Blue before.
We have.
Oh, she
have
was the
talked
same.
about
She was the same person that got kicked out of the Airbnb.
Yeah, and she was the one that did 100. She started with 100, then moved up to 1,000,
Yes. Okay,
which is a weird step to make.
Her
100 to 1,000.
rival is Lily Phillips,
right.
who also was planning to. See, I think that
I don't know the
that,
difference now. I better Google both of these girls.
See, Danny, are we sure? I think that Lily Phillips was the one we talked about.
Lily Phillips sounds more familiar than Bonnie.
Did the one she had the Airbnb?
No.
Okay.
No,
yeah. Well, I trust
both.
Danny.
I mean, you shouldn't trust me, but I mean, what Airbnb specifically we're talking about, I swear Bonnie Blue has also gone through the same problem with her rentals. But for the 1,000 dude rental, she had someone who knew what was going on. He was some rich London guy. So he was aware of what was happening in this house, which is okay. But yeah, this is 1,000. I wonder what their limit is on OnlyFans. Maybe they're
not allowed to have
the
guests
limit.
over.
You have to be 18, I guess.
You don't think they had
they,
people signing consent forms? I mean, they knew that they were going.
It's a
to
lot of
filming
paperwork.
this.
1,000 people.
Even if they
Danny.
signed consent forms, if they're not showing ID,
I read they checked IDs.
Yeah, but maybe that's not even enough. Fake IDs happen, stuff like that. Maybe there's something that wasn't enough of a check. Maybe for her own personal, like, okay, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, and if
illegal
you're
'cause
OnlyFans and you're printing cash daily, you don't need the headache. And what does it mean to you to remove this? There's like a million other people making videos.
There's a million other people having sex with 1,000 other people.
That was quick math there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll
I
keep
hope
you
not.
updated.
Oh, please. Yes. Yes.
But I'd be mad if we made like a big podcast where we had like 1,000 guests.
Yeah,
and
where I
then they
shook
said
1,000
after,
hands.
Like, oh, did you get a release from everybody?
Yeah. Or you're like one of the 1,000 dudes and this is your big break and you show up and
you let 1,000 people put a finger in your mouth.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden you're not even getting any of it.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez, dude.
Although there's
so
probably
sad.
a couple of the people that maybe had an underwhelming performance that were like, oh, I dodged a bullet. Now nobody's going to see this.
Yeah, one of the interviews I read was with a guy who couldn't bring himself to do it. So
Does that count? Does he get to be one of the 1,057?
no. And then I also read an interview saw an interview with a guy who was number 7 and he was stoked.
Oh,
But the guy who was number 600 was also stoked. So
because he had a round number?
well, yeah, that is a good reason to be excited, but he was excited to be 600. So everyone in line, at least they were enthusiastic.
Yeah. Everybody had something to celebrate, but ultimately it's all for naught. Maybe they'll air it in another country or something like that. But in the meantime, we'll keep you posted. All right, Danny, do you have
for her own personal website or something too?
Oh, I'm sure she's got all that going up and running. So
Okay.
it's not that big of a deal, I'm sure.
Okay. Danny, are you ready to take us to the mythical bolt hole?
Yeah. Miscovered.
Okay. All right, here we go. Did you cover the bolt hole song on your album?
I would never dare.
For the record, I enjoyed every minute of creating this masterpiece
Yes.
together with our friend Ollie. Ollie did all the mixing, did all the recording. did
Tyson,
all
would
the
you say that
music.
this was a closet recording?
This
No,
was
he had a great room.
Yeah, a soundproof upstairs studio apartment.
Very nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
upstairs apartment. I don't even know where that is on the
Professional.
pyramid.
yeah.
It was basically a studio,
Yeah.
a recording studio. He built it like it was a studio.
Mm-hmm.
And also like a panic room and also a safe room.
Yeah, it would have been a great
So,
panic room. That's true. I didn't think
yeah,
about that.
all of that.
Wow.
All right. Well, wedding season is probably coming up
June.
quickly, right? June. So you got to make your plans. And I have some recommendations if you're planning. Just make sure there's enough prime rib at your wedding,
Okay.
because you don't want any violence to break out. Should the prime rib line slow down,
Did that happen?
or should you run out of meat? Yeah, a guy in Florida, probably angry that he was at a wedding to begin with,
Mhm.
eventually sparked a huge brawl over the prime rib after two people cut him in line, which is a great word to use. Cut him in line at the wedding buffet. A wedding buffet. I don't know, what's worse, a buffet at a professional restaurant with a sneeze guard,
Yeah.
or a wedding buffet where just anyone and everyone is just breathing. And we should put tape over the mouth before allowing people to go
Mouth
through.
tape?
the
Oh, everybody
buffet
should
lounge.
mouth tape before they go to the
Absolutely.
buffet.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
How shredded their jawlines would be by the time. they
Oh
got
my
there.
god, yeah. I mean, because the mouth breathing when you're looking at that prime rib, I mean, no one breathes through their. You're just like heavy
You
mouth
drool.
breathing.
Yeah,
yes,
as your
thank you.
body's already kind of like trying to adjust for all the meat inhalation you're
Oh.
about to have.
Because your body's is automatically, before you ingest the meat, preparing itself to receive all
Ramp
that hot
up.
meat. And so
Mhm.
it initiates mouth breathing, mild sweating. It's
The
just
meat
to get
sweats,
everything
yeah.
going. The meat sweats begin. And for this man, when people cut in line, which is annoying, two kids cut me in line, or two teens, I don't think I'm going to start a fight. But if you had been eyeballing that prime rib and you'd been in line for a long time, I could see how, your blood's up. Someone cuts in line, you start screaming at them. They're kids. So obviously you can't, engage, but then the dad got involved and a fight broke out. And it's just like all this over a wedding buffet. And, people fight over lots of stupid things, but a wedding buffet just seems like the biggest waste.
Where did this
of a
happen,
fight.
Danny?
Florida.
Yeah.
Florida. I mean, it's hot. You're sweaty. The meat's right there. You've been waiting. The line was long, but you followed the rules. You waited in line like a good citizen. People cut in line. Two
Got the
teens,
last
probably
piece.
annoying. Probably using words that you don't even understand with their teen language.
Yeah.
Probably making fun of you mildly behind your back. I can
You
see
think
how
they're
you could
calling
get
you like
upset.
a beta cuck anti-sigma?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
and the guy used a dinner plate, which is a very like cartoonish way to fight. Broke a dinner plate over a guy's head.
Wow.
Well,
Wait.
it wasn't one of those sugary ones that
No,
Hollywood
it was
uses. It was
not.
a real one.
Legit dinner plate, which is another reason why you should have paper plates at your wedding, because it will help avoid this type of.
You think
Yeah, I'm not-
paper plates are the way to go at a fancy wedding?
Yeah, I'm not sure prime rib holds up so well on a
Oh,
paper
it'll
plate.
soak that plate. But that's how you know you've got the good
Yeah.
stuff. The soppier your plate is, the better the meal. You're like, oh, dude, this is a level 10 sop plate. I know this is going to be delicious.
I'll have what he's having.
To break a plate over someone's head, obviously something I've always wanted to do, because it seems like a hilarious thing to do. And then they kind of like, whoa, and then they fall over, but not in real life.
Mhm.
Plates are super hard depending on the plate. And I'm
Yeah.
guessing that if it's a buffet, they don't want to buy new plates when people drop them. So my guess is that a buffet plate is super, like strong to hold all that meat, food, and then be dropped. So a buffet plate over the head, it's basically a 2x4.
All right.
I don't think
Just
it's
a thought.
2x4.
Just a thought. Like if
A
you're planning
thick,
a
I'd
like
wedding,
rather get hit by a plate, I think.
A
me
thick
too.
ceramic, a thick plate. Okay, that will hurt. We have some thick plates here, but if it's like a thin glass
Tyson,
plate,
obviously I'm not being serious. It's not a 2x4, all right? But
Mm.
it's going to be hefty and it's going to be thick and sturdy. It's a buffet plate.
yeah,
They're not using the fine china at buffets. They're using,
Heavy duty.
reinforced porcelain, probably with
Mhm.
tiny strips of rebar.
okay. Oh man, oh no, it's built with rebar in the
Oh
middle?
yeah, you've got to
like the
support
reinforced concrete.
that. Exactly.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a big problem.
Maybe if
Okay.
you're planning on having a wedding, just have someone there who's ushering people through line, keeping order at the
Or
rib.
just have them choose the meal.
station.
Like you can have salmon or prime rib.
Yeah.
Mark it down.
Also a
on
great
your
idea.
RSVP.
Mm-hmm.
There you
Yeah.
go.
All right. Well, let's talk about what the thumbnail should be
Ooh.
for this episode of the podcast.
Something with mouth tape.
Yeah, we talked about the Super
Yeah.
Bowl and commercials and
taping.
mouth tape.
1,000 dudes banging a girl.
No, no.
Probably make plow face. Maybe a guy driving a
Snowplow with mouth tape.
plowing McPlow face snowplow with face. Oh my gosh, I can't say all these words. With mouth tape.
Mhm.
With
At the
someone
Super
trying to
Bowl.
jam a scoop of mayo in their mouth.
Ooh, with mayo in his hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is so much stuff.
We'll get it. Said my recording errored. Did you get that over there, Rob? Oh, now it's going. Never
You're
mind.
good.
We're good.
I think you're good. Okay. All right. I also said he's on his way to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Would you want it more cartoony or realistic?
Cartoony.
Okay.
I feel like it has to be in this situation.
It's too realistic. The mayo's
Too
gonna
realistic. Yeah.
well,
people-
plowing McPlow face could look great cartoony.
yeah. We'll see. Let's see how it goes. All right, Danny. So are you on tour for the album?
No, not yet. But I'm probably gonna have to schedule some dates coast to coast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just me playing all the instruments simultaneously. Kind of like those people that walk down the street and play the drums, guitar, ukulele.
In London.
Yeah, it's like you
My-
know what I'm picturing.
My
the big
grandpa
drum.
had one of those 10 instrument single instruments.
Yeah, that's
It
what
was
I
like
need.
a stick with a banjo on it while banging a thing and doing. Yeah, it was a bunch of stuff.
And he was famous, wasn't he?
He was a
Why did
college
he buy
football
that?
coach.
Why would you buy that?
It
That's
was
such a weird-
for Mormon road shows. Is that what they're called? Do you
I don't
remember
know.
those things?
No, I don't remember. That sounds like old school stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have that. I'm not touring, but I am working on stuff like music videos.
Okay. Music videos. Wow.
Yeah, I got to figure out some way to
Of
promote
the
it.
same music.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know, got to think some way to get it
Do
out there.
knockoffs of like really famous music videos to your music.
Oh my gosh, I
you
saw
doing
some
it.
old school music videos in the hotel in Zurich last week. They were so great back then. Maybe I'm
Like
Which
just
how
ones?
far?
What'd you
How
see?
long ago?
80s. It was like an 80s
Oh.
hit.
Video killed the radio star. Is that the one
They
you're
were
thinking of?
so weird and just
Yeah.
dramatic.
Well, what about like Around the World by Daft Punk? That one was great.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, that's a great one.
So yeah, I'll look into it. I got to figure something out. So that's what I'll be working on.
Okay. Let me show you what we've come up with here. And tell me if we missed anything. Okay. All right. Here's a guy.
I'm
Plow.
in. I'm in.
You're in. You like
no,
this guy?
no mouth tape, but who cares?
No mouth tape. We have a different version here. This one's a little bit, looks a little bit more like Jack Black.
Plowy McPlow face.
I like those. I don't think we can have Super Bowl, that symbol down in the bottom
Yeah, I don't
right.
think so.
can
I
we?
think that the other one I think is more of a copyright issue.
Yeah.
Which one?
Wait, this one too has it. Look, it's got the trophy.
The trophy. I think the trophy is okay. I think that the Super Bowl logo I think is a little bit more of the issue.
You
Oh, that
think
one
we'd
also
get in
has,
trouble
like,
for
an-
that.
NFL ripoff logo on
Yeah.
the
Then we'll put the
thing.
News AF logo over that.
Yeah.
That's great. Cartoons.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Tyson, what about you? Super Bowl party?
I'm chaperoning a field trip on Thursday
Oh.
A lot of
Going to-
responsibility.
and going to a play for it.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
Is that why you asked? Would you rather go to a play or the symphony?
No,
that-
I didn't even realize that I was going to a play and that we'd had that conversation.
Oh my gosh, plays.
But I think the kids will remember the time we put in, hopefully. And if
I don't
not,
know.
then at least I got a free play I get to go to that costs me money. So it wasn't free at all. I had to
Mhm.
pay.
Is it
Uh,
locals though, like you wanted?
I certainly hope so.
Yeah.
I certainly hope so. And then
Do you have to drive or you going on a bus?
going on the bus.
Okay.
Fun.
Well, you get a free
Yeah.
bus ride.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been to, I try to go to a field trip for each girl once a year.
Yeah. That's good.
And then Rachel's out of town. So I am Mr. Mom in it the weekend from Thursday through Sunday.
Mhm.
And driving tomorrow to a pickleball event to interview two people that are in the Michelob Ultra Super Bowl commercial.
Wow.
with Willem Dafoe and Catherine O'Hare.
Yeah.
So it's all happening, kind of, sort of. How about you,
Yeah.
Rob?
Just lots of podcasts on all of the shows. But also, I talked about a new show that was on Hulu. We did a Hanging with Hulu this week. Talked about the show Paradise, which I very much recommend.
Ooh,
What is it? Reality?
It's not reality. It is a scripted show starring Sterling K. Brown. Is
Humor?
No, not humor. It
Dramatic?
is a drama.
Thriller or drama? Mystery?
I'd say more thriller than drama.
Okay, called Paradise.
Called Paradise. I don't want to give too much away.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yes,
Okay,
he is the
Paradise.
head of the Secret Service, trying to protect President James Marsden.
Oh, classic. He's Sonic's dad, right?
Sonic's dad. Yes.
That makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So I 3 episodes dropped on Hulu, and I think a new episode comes out today. So I very much enjoyed it. I'll keep going.
I had a question for you, Rob. Are you coming
Yes.
to the West Coast this year on your RHAP tour?
I probably am not going to be touring. I'm going to be in South by Southwest in a couple of weeks.
Ooh, in Austin?
Trendy.
In
Cool.
Austin, yes. But
Running a
I shouldn't-
podcast?
I'm going to be on a panel.
Oh, okay. That sounds
But
fun.
I think that's the furthest west I'll be for a bit.
Okay. Well, that's not West enough.
Yeah, maybe in the fall.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see.
Deal.
So I've been the next stop I go on the West Coast is going to be San Francisco, but I don't have that scheduled for the spring.
Okay.
Okay, all right, Tyson, you got all your plugs in. You're good.
I got more. Yeah.
I don't want to cut you short. Yeah.
No, too many plugs.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back next time. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.
We did it, guys.